It fucking disconnects, but I have like fucking 0 frame lock or drop frame. Well, I'm getting drop frames now that it's reconnecting. But now it's got my VOD fucking split in two because of that bullshit. Okay. Can I do like a repair talisman on this? Not angry. Not angry. Okay, let's do this right. We need 2 more. Which means we need at least 6, means we need 6 pieces of iron. I feel like I just left my brain lying around somewhere today. I keep making the fucking simplest mistakes in mathematics. What the fuck? Okay. We should have everything we need. Let's go to the world engine. Okay. What happened? Oh, it's still going. Okay. Oh, we need power. You know what? Let's go ahead and check something here. Let's go create 2 more. Now the lava should last longer, that's why I'm using it. But just in case. Okay. Wait a minute, I put enough stuff in there to run it 3 times. What the fuck is going on? Okay. Experience obelisk. Okay, what the hell does that do? Need to go back and speak to the echo of the quartermaster. What this says. Okay. Go ahead and go back to spawn first, and we'll go see the quartermaster. Okay, what all can we get from your shop? I think this is like a builder's wand, isn't it? Water tank. Does it produce its own water? What are torch flower seeds? Okay, it produces a torch flower. That's nice. What the hell is a torch flower? Oh, it's the obelisk, okay. Let's see, tank. Oh, that's easy to make. Okay. Okay, we'll go ahead and just place you there. Configure. Oh. I'd say it works pretty well. Figure. Oh. These don't store that much though. Even with all that, you see how many levels we still got? Okay. need to change my filters and add in the whole cheap viewers bullshit. Yeah, or just stream boot. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to do that yet. Compass, dust, and okay, I have no idea what those are. Okay. It grew into a fucking poppy. What a waste. Okay. The use. Okay, can't make the upgrade yet. Okay, so I have to go grab some sand. But it doesn't say how much sand I need. Okay. Sand blocks allow you to create farms of cactus or sugarcane easily. These can also be given a redstone signal to increase the growth rate of the crop. Okay. Oh, it's snad, not sand. Okay. I'm not sure how many we'd need for the cactus. See what we need for mechanism. Not mechanism, Ender IO. Okay, we can make everything but the crying obsidian. Oh no, just need regular obsidian. Okay. Okay. Probably gonna have to make even more. Let's see, iron. 3 furnaces. Okay, how do I make you? Grains of infinity. Cobbled deep slate. Okay, so I need to throw gravel into some fire. Means I also need to make like a flint and steel. Wow, really? Oh. Don't need that many. Okay. My bad. Okay, let's do this well. Okay, I never saw it when it appeared. What the hell? Okay. So we're gonna need at least 2 of these. Wait a minute, was it on the... Okay. And we need furnaces. Alloy smelter and sag mill. Working on making those right now, so what else did we need to do? Since we got 64 blocks, okay, something's happening. What just happened? Oh, it does look different somewhat. Okay. Let's go grab well, I don't have to go all the way over there. I got some here. Okay, we need 3. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this. And I'll place the sag mill on top. I think I've already got a capacitor. Or maybe not. Okay. Yeah, definitely don't got one. Copper, gold. We're gonna need 2. Okay. Now we need to make a sag mill. Okay, not as easy to make. Iron gears. Okay, piston should be easy. Now the hardest thing to make is going to be the dark steel. Okay. Steel casing, so we're gonna have to make 4. Gonna need an osmium and glass. Okay. So sag mill, there. Pressure. Damn it. If we got enough, I'm just gonna grab an entire fucking stack. Maybe half a stack? Okay. Okay, now we're just missing redstone dust. All this trouble to make something that I'm going to be using for what I'm having to make this to make. It's a little bit ridiculous. But beggars can't be choosers. Another doggy. Come on. Come on. Now, I need 2. I also need like 2 obsidian. What the hell? See if I can get back in time. Good, now I can just use this to make a bunch of plates. Okay, so go ahead and do this. 2, 2, and 2. We can take that down now, and you know what? Let's go ahead and keep it, but we'll put it right here in front. Okay. And we now have the sag mill. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and put the grinding ball in the Sagnal, because that's the only use they have, I believe. Now, I needed to build a Sagnal for a reason, but I don't remember what. I think we are actually good on our Minecraft for now. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day on Minecraft and react to some videos on YouTube. Stretch. Ooh, didn't mean to hit that. We've made some progress. Okay. Oh no, the cursed bow dressing up as a pregnant lily. Let's go ahead and go straight into some first books today. I'm in the mood. Go ahead and go over here and turn off our background music. Let's refresh the Twitch page. Okay, turn up the sound. It follows me. Sir Spooks. Sir Spooks
Hello,
at youtube.com, guys. Definitely check him out. He has a lot of videos, way more than you could watch in a weekend. And they're very entertaining.
And today we'll take a look at 11 scary videos. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content. Alright, with that said, let's begin.
Let's begin. Number 11.
TikTok user Music Lover posted this video in June 2025, and according to the description, the footage wasn't even recorded by them. Instead, it was sent to them by their dad, who says it was filmed by caretakers working at the uploader's uncle's shared home. That alone adds a layer of unease. This isn't someone actively filming for social media. It's footage passed along because it genuinely disturbed the people who witnessed it. The uploader explains that their dad believes the video shows the spirit of their grandpa, possibly haunting their uncle. But Music Lover doesn't
I
fully
hate
agree.
taking pills.
They say whatever's happening in the clip feels far too violent to be him. Let's take a look.
But it's something I got used to and something I need to take.
Oh, dear Jesus. Oh, hell no.
Something you guys might notice, all this stuff that happens always happens in the direction of the person that's taking the camera. The drawer doesn't move like from left to right, it moves in and out towards them. So basically the stuff that opens and moves are in the perfect location to be moved by a string depending on where the camera guy is. Just to point that out.
Throughout the footage, multiple strange things.
That's why when making videos like this, it's best to be a little creative and run the string around something, or put a little like hook in some place where you can't see to basically wrap the string around.
Happen inside the house before the video abruptly ends. Objects move, the atmosphere feels chaotic, and there's a sense that whatever's present isn't just trying to be seen, it's acting out. In the description, Music Lover says that after watching this, they genuinely don't know what to think anymore, describing themselves as completely flabbergasted by the whole situation. So what do you think? Could this really be a deceased family member trying to make contact? Or does the aggressive nature of what we're seeing suggest something else entirely? We may never know for sure, but let me know your theories in the comments.
None of what it's shown has been really overly aggressive. If you consider like something peeling off a door or a drawer opening aggressive, yeah, I hope you never see what true aggression is. Number 10. Are there really people who put lines through their tins like that? I think I've seen that before, but yet, why would you put a line through a 0?
This video was uploaded to YouTube.
Is it so you don't mistake it for an O?
Back in December of 2011 by a man named Luther McGill Jr. He explains that he was on his phone using the iChat app, just messing around with some settings.
Guy seems like he should be Scottish with the name McGill. The only other mix I know is McDonald's and McLeod off of the Highlander. McLeod from the clan of McLeod.
When he suddenly heard a strange noise coming from behind him. Now it is worth pointing out that it
reminds me of Phasmophobia. That's what always got me the most in Phasmophobia, when I heard the sudden sounds behind me. That jolted me more than anything else, but the game is just not like it used to be anymore. Those subtle scares like that, the scares from like that are just behind you, just aren't the same anymore.
It's a little convenient that he just happened to be filming himself when all of this went down. Most people don't record themselves tweaking phone settings. Still, the timing is what makes this clip so strange.
Well, it depends on what type of recording it is. If it's like a security camera, I can understand, but the place it's placed doesn't seem like it would be a security camera. Unless he's trying to make a hidden video on the couch with somebody.
Take a look.
Which, if they don't know about, is pretty fucking creep level.
Also offers gift certificates for the camera in your life. Save up to 20%. I will be.
Okay. Now that is creative. So basically, for that to work, string will have to be going over to the right and running off of something over to the right. which he is in just best position to block the view of. Now, if I had to guess, I'd say there's either a second person in the room manipulating the strings, or since I didn't see any movement from his arms, he might be doing it with his feet. That's right, guys, he's using his grippers to make the ghost movements.
Here's the pie, thank you.
Now, the question is he wearing shoes or not? Because it will be harder to do the string thing if he's got the shoes on. Get some duct tape.
At around the 20-second mark, you can see one of the kitchen cabinets behind Luther slowly open.
Okay, I do not believe it now. Did you guys see his eyes there? For a split second, like right... Let's see. Watch how his eyes look back right before it starts.
At around the 20-second mark, you can see
Okay, you see his eyes
one of the kitchen
looking back that way? Yeah, this guy gave it away. He gave it away.
cabinets behind Luther slowly open
Now, you see no movement in the arms.
all by itself. A second
Which is why I think either there's somebody else manipulating it or he's doing it with his feet.
later, something suddenly flies out.
And he reacts a little too quickly, too.
At around the 20-second mark, you can see one of the kitchen cabinets behind Luther slowly open all by itself. A second later, something suddenly flies.
Yeah, he starts moving before, pretty much as the thing is jerked out. Which would put his reflexes on superhuman level. So either he can see the person doing it or he's doing it with his feet.
Out of the cabinet and crashes to the floor.
And him jerking like that would also cover up any strong movements from his feet as well.
Causing Luther to whip his head around in confusion. He stands up to investigate, clearly startled, but the only thing he finds is the object lying on the ground. There's no sign of anyone else.
Did he pick up that object from outside the room? Because that's what it looked like. It looks like he picked them up from behind this, from in this walkway here. Which would suggest that it's not him actually doing it, that there's somebody over there with the strings.
Else in the room, and nothing obvious that explains how it happened. And because this video dates all the way back to 2011, there were never any real updates or explanations afterward. The clip just exists on its own, leaving.
Yeah, it went outwards and went back there, so yeah, it's being pulled by a string into that back area. I could still set it up to where I could do all that myself from the couch, but honestly, it would seem like to me that it seems to me that it'd be more likely that he has somebody else doing it.
People to argue about what really happened. So what do you think? A perfectly timed setup or something unseen rummaging through Luther's cabinets? And if it was a ghost, maybe it was just
the fact that he's looking back like that before it starts, like he's expecting it to happen.
Checking to see if he had any snacks worth stealing. Let me know your theories in the comments.
I think the guy set it up. He did a pretty good job, but he did a few things that gave it away. Mainly, the main thing is the fucking eyes looking back like that. But even if it wasn't for the eyes, which pretty much cements it in, the entire thing could easily be recreated. Number 9.
A YouTuber known as Terra Latente posted this video back in March of 2022, and it shows him wandering through what appears to be a hospital late at night and completely alone. Empty hospital hall.
I was never able to wander through any of the care facilities I was at. I was there for like 10 months, 1 month at Kaiser, about 4 months at Kindred, and another 5 months at the post-acute place. I was bedridden almost the entire time. The only place I was really able to walk around, I was able to walk around in like the last month at Kindred, but only with PT supervision, and my reach was very limited, and I couldn't get out of bed without somebody there with me, because they had to set up the walker for me. They had to move the tray around and all that. I was able to walk around more on my own at the last like 2 months at the post-acute place. Even though I was technically not supposed to, because they don't want me getting out of bed without supervision. They didn't even want me using the bathroom without supervision. Probably because of my spinal fracture, or my compression fracture of my spine. By then I was already off the antibiotics. I got off the antibiotics I think like 2 months in at the last place. So I was on antibiotics for about 5 months. About 5, almost 6 months on antibiotics.
Hallways are unsettling enough on their own, especially after dark. The uploader moves through different rooms and corridors, seemingly.
Now the Kindred, I'm pretty sure the Kaiser had one too, but I didn't hear anything about it because I was only there for about a month, and I had pretty much private rooms the entire time I was there, which was kind of surprising because when I went to Kindred, I was put in a 3-person room, and I was only moved to private rooms after I got CDEP, and I was moved back to like a multi-person room like the last week I was at Kindred, and I always had a shared room at the post-acute place.
Searching for something. For the first part of the video, it feels like nothing's going to happen, and then, in the blink of an eye, it does. At around 1:14, if you look closely, you can make out what looks like a small, ghostly child standing in a doorway. Because the camera pans so quickly, it doesn't seem like the uploader even noticed it at the time. If you slow the footage down significantly, the figure could be explained.
Yeah, that's definitely something there. But it doesn't exactly look like a child. It looks like something sitting against the wall.
As a visual illusion, motion blur, shadows, or the camera catching something.
No, it's solid. You can tell it's solid, especially since it cuts off the reflection from the ground. But it almost looks like it's a table, one of the bedside tables with something sitting on top of it, like some bedding or something sitting on top, slightly flowing over the side.
Mid-pan that briefly forms a human shape. At normal speed though, it's hard not to see what looks like a child standing there. And considering the location, it's easy to see why people jump to darker conclusions. Hospitals are places tied to loss and tragedy, so the idea of...
Yeah, the Kindred, I know for sure, had a morgue in the basement, and I think it would be kind of needed because Kindred is a long-term term terminal care place, the one I went to. So basically, most of the people that were there for long term, and a lot of them were there waiting to die. Like before I left, the guy came in with burns. I think it was third-degree burns over, like, I think it was 60 or 70% of his body or something. And he was literally just there waiting for it to end.
A child's spirit appearing, even for a split second, hits especially hard. So what do you think this was? A trick of the camera or something genuine?
I think it's like some sort of nightstand or rolling chest of drawers with what appears to be bedding or towels stacked on top of it.
Genuinely unsettling, caught at the worst possible moment. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Number 8.
A man named Antonio Petrone posted this
That is one hell of a last name. And it's a good combination, Antonio Petrone.
video to his TikTok account, and it shows him quietly moving through his house late at night, seemingly after hearing something that startled him. As he cautiously walks through the hallway, staying unusually quiet, he turns a corner, and that's where things get genuinely unsettling.
It's impressive that it went to the left and not towards him, but this setup would make me think that there's somebody else there, because I don't think he can well, maybe if he wrapped it around something over there and had the line going towards him.
Claudia,
Out of nowhere, a children's scooter that was clearly standing completely still suddenly begins to move on its own. It rolls through the hallway and even turns the corner, like someone's guiding it. But when Antonio follows and turns the corner himself, the scooter is just sitting there again, motionless.
So,
Almost
if
like
there
it
was
never
a
moved at all.
string,
The video is short and doesn't offer much context, which honestly makes it creepier. There's no build-up, no explanation, just a child's toy going from perfectly still to moving with purpose, then stopping the second it's approached.
if there's a string, I'd say it's somewhere around the window. Or maybe on the trim near the floor. Just a little hook put anywhere down there on the trim or wrapped around some area on the window there. Could easily replicate that. Unless there's somebody in the hall there that went into like that room on the right there. So either there's a string, aka fish line, or there was somebody in the hall with a string, aka fish line.
If this was staged, it would have required someone hidden out of view to pull it with some string and to then quickly hide. But if Antonio was truly alone, then watching a stationary toy suddenly start moving through the house on its own is the kind of thing that sticks with you. And if you lean toward the paranormal explanation, there's something especially eerie about a child's toy being used when nobody's there. Almost innocent on the surface,
Ghosts always use child toys. The children are the most susceptible to the ghosts, so and they'll always associate with the toys because the child's toys are easier to possess. There's more emotions tied to them, so more for the ghosts to feed on.
but deeply unsettling in practice. So what do you think? A setup we're not seeing, or something unseen taking a late night ride through the house?
I could easily produce it alone, and I can more easily produce it if I had a second person with me.
Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Oh, sorry, fucking yawn. Number 7.
Back in January 2011, a YouTuber known as Mr. Snowman uploaded a video where
Mr. Snowman. I don't remember how the rest of it goes, but I know there's a song that goes Mr. Snowman.
he explains he was home alone in the middle of the day, casually playing Fallout New Vegas. Nothing unusual.
I played that back around when it first came out. I'm not sure if I still have a copy. I'll have to check. My favorite Fallout is Fallout 3. I have Fallout 4.
Nothing creepy until he starts hearing strange noises coming from somewhere else in the house. At first, he brushes it off, but the sounds keep happening. Eventually, he starts wondering out loud if it could be a ghost. So he grabs his camera and begins.
I hear noises in my house. It couldn't be an intruder. Let's go ghost hunting.
Walking around the house, deciding to actually talk to whatever might be there.
Hey, are you here to rob me, Mr. Ghost? If you're a female ghost, I might be sleeping without my boxers on the couch in about 15 minutes. 'Cause I can't get any human booty.
He asks if anyone's present. No response. Then he asks a much worse question, whether it intends to hurt him.
Do you really wanna hurt me? Do you really wanna make me cry? Yes.
A second or two later, this happens.
Do you want to hurt me?
Sit your bitch ass down.
Okay, yeah, there's definitely something here.
Why would you give it the option to hurt you, you
A
dumb
sudden,
fuck?
loud noise erupts nearby, instantly rattling him. He backs away, clearly shaken, and then notices something happening right.
Reminds me of an episode of Married with Children where they're being pirates and Bud comes out and he says, "Now, winches, kiss me or kiss the sharks." And all the women jump into the water. And Al goes up to Bud and says, "How many times do I have to tell you? Don't give them a choice."
In front of him.
Okay, yeah, there's definitely something in here. Damn, that came from Noah's room. What the shit? You see that? What the
Okay, at first I was going to say airflow, but it looks like there's a string pulling it from the way it went up there.
Hey, why are you moving that paper?
I think
Why are
the
you
better
moving the
question is,
newspaper?
why are you moving the newspaper?
What the shit? God damn it.
A newspaper lifts up by itself, and shortly after, a bedroom door
That is not normal lifting up. That's being yanked by a fucking string.
slowly closes on its own. No one's near it. No explanation in sight. At this point, Snowman moves into another room, maybe thinking distance will help, but if anything, it just gets worse.
What's so special about in here?
It's a mess. You need to clean up.
I think it's in his room. What the what the shit? God damn it!
You're my bitch now.
Once again, the bedroom door closes by itself, and this time a box is violently
The ghost just pops up and he's like, "Bend down and grab your ankles. Daddy's gonna have some fun."
thrown to the floor, sending him into full panic. Could this be staged? Possibly. Objects
Easily.
could be pulled with strings, doors notched just out of frame. Early YouTube was full of experiments like this, but what makes the clip unsettling is the timing, especially the reaction immediately after he asks if it will hurt him. It feels like a direct response. If it isn't fake, then this crosses into classic poltergeist
It's definitely fake. It's too obvious.
territory.
Even the way the fucking paper goes up and then back, it's obviously pulling string. If it was a ghost lifting it up, there would have been no reason for it to go towards the wall. It would have just gone straight up in the air, not up and towards the wall.
Noises, objects moving, doors shutting, escalation once attention is given. To this day, there's never been a real explanation or follow-up. The video just sits there, another early YouTube mystery frozen in time. So what do you think? An old school hoax?
I think the yawning is caused by like a mental thing, because I used to use this stuff. I used to put this stuff on play when I went to go to sleep.
Or something answering him back when it shouldn't have. And maybe think twice next time you're home alone.
That, and he's got a good fucking voice, a relaxing voice. Nice mellow voice that makes you wanna fall asleep.
Alone gaming and decide to ask the house a question.
Number 6.
This next one's short and sweet. The video was uploaded to TikTok by a user known as WTFJBL, and according to the post, it was sent to them by a night shift nurse working at this hospital. The footage shows the nurse slowly panning the camera around the dark, empty hospital late at night. She appears to be completely alone, moving through dim hallways where everything already feels unsettling. And then, this happens.
Another hospital one. Honestly, I'll be glad if I never have to go back to a fucking hospital.
This isn't one of those blink and you miss it moments. The figure is pretty obvious. You can clearly see what looks like a human-shaped presence standing in the hallway. What makes it interesting though is what happens next. The nurse pans the camera away, then pans back again, and the figure is completely gone. No movement, no transition, just there 1 second and absent the next. That sudden disappearance does give the clip a bit of a hoax vibe, especially since the timing feels almost too clean. If someone stepped out of frame, or the moment was staged, this exact camera movement would make it easy to sell the effect. Still, hospitals at night are unsettling places on their own, and seeing a figure standing there.
Yeah, at the Kindred place I was at, nobody that worked there wanted to go into the basement at night. From what they were telling me, they hear noises, like people are having conversations. They hear stuff being moved, but there's nobody down there, and it's where the morgue is.
Even briefly, is enough to get your heart racing, fake or not. So what do you think this was? A staged scam?
If I had to say, it was somebody else that was working there with them that put a sheet around themselves and waited for the pan, and when she gave the signal, they moved out of frame.
Sent in for attention, or something that didn't stick around long enough to be explained. And if you've ever worked night shifts in a hospital, I'd love to hear if you've seen anything similar.
Because nurses, well, CNAs and nurses and stuff do not work alone. They might work patients alone, but they're never alone in the facility. Number 5.
At the very start of this video posted by Ethan Ryder, you can tell something's seriously wrong. His breathing is shaky, his hands are trembling, and he sounds genuinely terrified, like he's bracing himself for whatever's on the other side of the door. When he finally opens it, the first thing standing there is an adorable cat.
Ooh,
but that's not what Ethan's afraid of. The real problem is a little farther out.
And I look at
it's a bear or a wolf? Is it a bear or a wolf? Because those would definitely be scary.
I'm gonna go look over. Yeah, real quick.
Hey, do you know where
Y'all
you
see it?
are?
Oh, y'all see that though?
I just put these in the fridge to get cold.
Is it disappearing? Nobody at all.
The ones where guys are just standing in a fucking field,
This is scary.
I don't even find the need to explain. It's a guy standing in a fucking field.
Out in the field, you can clearly see a dark, human-shaped figure standing completely still. It doesn't rush him, it doesn't wave or react, it just
Definitely looks like a person. It almost looks like they're wearing something over their head.
Stands there watching him in silence. The figure remains in place for around 15 to 20 seconds, long enough for the moment to really sink in, and then it
moves.
slowly retreats out of view. After a moment, Ethan tries to pull himself together and does something I'm not sure most people would have the courage to do. He actually steps outside and walks toward the spot where the figure was standing just moments earlier. And
Why
when he
wouldn't
gets
you have
there,
the courage to do
there's
that?
no-
It's just somebody standing at the edge of your property. In fact, people are more inclined to go just like, this is my property! Get off my property!
nothing. No movement, no sign of anyone. The figure is completely gone, like it was never there to begin with.
Just like, I'm not on your property, I'm outside your property line. No, it's all my property! Get off my property! This is literally city property, sir. No, it's mine! This is a sidewalk, sir. No, it's my sidewalk!
Could this have been staged? Of course, someone positioned at a distance, stepping away once the camera was rolling. But what makes the clip unsettling is how long the figure stays put and how calm it appears. There's no obvious panic, no sudden movement, just silent observation.
Why would there be panic
And the fact
sudden
this happens in
movement?
broad daylight, out in the open, is what really messes with people. Shadow figures
Also, the guy's there obscured by the bush, and the cameraman just happens to know he's gonna be there.
are usually associated with dark rooms and nighttime encounters, not open fields where you expect to feel safe. So what do you think
Nobody feels safe in a fucking open field, especially one outlined by fucking woods like that.